Okay, there's a great article I want to draw your attention to in the New York Times this weekend referring to sports legends that we have lost over the past year. It's an op-ed written by Joe Nocera, talks about the battles between Jerry Tarkanian and Walter Byers of the NCAA. Tark died, of course, in February. Byers died in May. They were bitter rivals throughout the years. Both left their marks on the NCAA. And this story is the one that has become, of course, the story of Tark in the NCAA has been the sports story in Las Vegas going back to the early 70s. A few quotes from this article that might interest you. In Byers' heyday, there was no more powerful or arrogant institution in America, as Tarkanian learned to his chagrin. Nocera also points out the racist undertones behind some of Byers' beliefs that led him and the NCAA to attack Tark over the years. What the NCAA and Byers held against Tarkanian was the kind of basketball players he recruited, black, disadvantaged urban youths who played a joyously flamboyant style of basketball. Byers said this. He described UNLV's style as ghetto run-and-shoot basketball in that article. Also, Nocera explains his theory of why racism led some of the NCAA's decisions against UNLV and Tark. The article talks about how Tark has been redeemed at the end of his life and also being inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, how that helped, and how Byers turned on the NCAA and became a recluse on his farm in Kansas. Jerry Tarkanian found some sense of redemption at the end of his life, but Walter Byers was incapable of even asking for it. Ouch. Okay. This really is a great article that sums up the battles between Tark and the NCAA. I would recommend reading it. I used to tell Tark often that history would be kind to him, and it was a little uncomfortable for him while he was going through it all those years. But this article in the New York Times this weekend is further proof that history has indeed been kind to Jerry Tarkanian, how wrong the NCAA was in its pursuit of him. Now, if you want to read it, go to our website. You'll find it under links we mention. It is a great read. Not very long, and it sums up the battles perfectly. That's sports. Let's have more news right after this break.